Hey everyone, it's Josh Stevenson here, and I'm going to talk today about why new creations has been a staple in the automotive industry for over 30 years. So let's get started with a leather seat. As you can see on the left, it's been severely worn. There's actually a hole right through the leather, and on the right side, you can see it's been fully restored. This is just one example of what we do. I'm going to skip over to another type of older leather seat. It's the same principle, but this one had cracks. And again, a more typical leather entry wear. We see this a lot when people are getting into their vehicle. The leather eventually wears. It's a true leather hide, and so it doesn't rip and crack the same way that a vinyl or a synthetic material would. And so we have specialized compounds that we've developed in-house that enable us to repair this so it lasts and it feels great and it looks great too. Here's an example of something that cut it. So it would have been a sharp thing, it tore through the seat, and we got that looking like new. Steering wheels also, they often wear over time, and you see a dark ring, but then that starts to absorb oils and things from your hands, leaving the wheel feeling yucky, and it doesn't look good either. It attracts dirt and grime, and it's porous, right? So you need to get that resealed and repainted. Here's an old Mustang. It shows an example of antique leather that we can repair. And even naked leathers in something like a Ford King Ranch. We have specialized coatings that, again, we've developed in-house that enables the leather to feel like new again. It feels soft, it feels great. So, convertible tops, expensive to replace. We can do big rips, or we can do the sides when the beading cracks from use over time. You want to make sure that a convertible top is always fully sealed so that there's no water getting into the car. Torn entry, you saw one earlier on a leather seat. This is the cloth equivalent. It's people sliding in and out, and eventually that just gives way and creates a big rip. That's where we come in handy. Cigarette burns. On a car lot, you don't want people opening a car and seeing a burn, and then the first thing they think is, hey, this was a smoker's car. The same can apply to burns in the headliner. And so you want to get those fixed right away. Carpets, we see bleach stains and sometimes drink stains from like an orange soda, purple type juice or wine. Not that someone should be drinking wine in their car, but we can re-dye those stains and get the carpet looking new again. As well as carpet on the back of seats. You can see here there's a big rip, and so we could get that looking like new again, and it'll last. Armrest splits. This is actually a type of vinyl. And an extremely common thing we see, entry tears. Again, it's just from people getting in and out of the vehicle and sitting on the foam. Sometimes it'll pinch against that piece of plastic along the bottom, and so we can repair that, have it fully sealed. Nothing will get into the foam, it won't get wet, and looks like new. Some leather seats that you see are actually vinyl. We see this a lot in lower level vehicles, like BMW 3 Series, Mercedes, C-Class. They have a lot of these vinyl seats that are imitation leathers. And so you can see instead of it wearing naturally like a hide, it actually cracks and opens. And so it's a different method of repair, but we can get this done as well. Again, here's an imitation leather. It ripped again. It's not a typical wear that you'd see on a true leather. So plastics. Mirrors, often they have holes from rocks or they hit something. The mirror in this picture wouldn't have been that expensive to replace, but some on big trucks, they have all sorts of mechanisms in them for heated mirrors. There might be cameras, there might be lights, sensors. You don't want to have to replace that. So new creations, we can fix that and get it looking like new. Dashboards as well. Running boards. The same applies for any sort of trim. and front and rear bumpers on cars that are made of plastic. If you see over the wheel well a plastic strip, like often they're scuffed, we can get those looking like new again. We also do a lot of work in the insurance industry from break-ins, and people will break a window trying to take something from inside, but the glass cuts the armrest or the seats, and we can restore that, make it look like new again. So we also have a service that works on the exterior of cars, and we fix paint chips and scratches and scuffs. So this process is not meant to be a perfect process, but it's meant to take the edge off. When you're looking at a car, instead of seeing rock chips, you don't see them. You know, if you look really closely, you can still see them. It's a quick process that we do, and it's not very expensive at all, but it can really drastically improve the appearance of a vehicle's exterior. And first impressions can go a really long way. So, paint scratches. So we do minor scrapes and scratches. If something's really deep, we're not doing that. You might need to take it to a body shop or a mobile sprayer. But a lot of scratches actually can be polished out, and so we definitely do that for our clients. Again, here's another example of some scratches that could just be polished out. Also, the same principle can apply to headlights. You can do a lot with polishing, and an old dim headlight can look like new again. It really enhances the appearance of a car. And so here's just a quick summary. New Creations, we're a family business. We were founded by my dad in 1988, so I'm second generation. We have locations across Canada and in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. And yeah, we've done over 2 million repairs to date. And the bread and butter of our business, where we began, was the automotive industry. Typically, we can go, we'll service our clients once a week, once every 2 weeks, whatever they need, and we can walk through your lot, inspect it, make sure all the cars are looking up to standard, provide a free list of quotes and estimates for all the damage that we see, and if you approve it, we get it done. We're quick, we're non-invasive, and if you are a client that uses us, like I mentioned before, it's once a week, once every 2 weeks, and we're getting a lot of work done, we can give volume discounts. And so it's really affordable, because if we're there on site and we have 8 vehicles to do at once, of course we don't have to be driving around, taking time to set up and all that. So yeah, give us a call. We would love to give you some free estimates, give you a lot of free inspection, and see if we could work together. Thanks everyone. Hope that helped. Have a great day.